Hey, welcome. Today, no Cody around. I have to go through this on my own. And it's about a review of the review. So I want to implement the changes from the pull request he did. And yeah, so we will walk through the pull request and the comments. And this will also be a blind review of the review. So I didn't watch the video where he was commenting it so that you can see how the process is if it's not even on a discussion level. So you didn't speak to your colleague about it, but you just get a pull request and get the comments. And so you see also what's nice and what works for your pull request. So what I have open here is the Visual Studio Code. And I will now just go to the page. And this is the pull request where we were discussing the things on, right? So, as you can see, the pull request is like this, that he can comment and also suggest changes. So when I'm walking through there, the first thing I want to mention here is that it helps a lot to just also comment things that you like about it. So, yeah, I mean, it's maybe a little bit over the top here, but it just makes you smile to see some great comments on your work, right? So, and because that's the case, it's also good practice to do that on your pull request reviews. So if you're reviewing the work of someone else, make sure to let them know that they did good when they did good, right? So that's also a pretty important part, and that's why I'm happy about this comment here. So he likes obviously that I dropped a URL lib and go for requests instead. So that's good. Then I will just walk through here. So first comment here. Yeah. So I have here the tuple and I messed that up. It doesn't have to be the colon, but just a comma here. So now what about it? So I could comment something on here if I am really sure that this is right what I did and or something like that. So I can comment on that, or I can also directly commit this suggestion, or I can just add a suggestion to batch. And because while I'm walking through here, I will just add those things to batch. From the Files tab. Oh, batching suggestions must be done from the Files tab. Okay. Files tab? Alright. Okay, we can do it right now here also. So we were not on the README, but we were here on the... Alright, here. So I can add suggestion to batch. So, and you see here, new multiple suggested changes can be batched together in a single commit. Each suggestion author will be attributed in the commit as co-author. So that's also great. That's keeping track who did what. So I have that already here. Now, I think the format is not right here. If it returns nothing, we can skip it. What do you think? Yeah, I think about that too. I just followed some yeah, commenting lines I saw on the web, and they had always the return, and if they return nothing, just none is here. But I think that's fair. All right, then next comment. The parameter indicator question mark is not needed. Is it? Let's see. I thought it would be, but we can test that here. So if I just run it without it, let's see where this was. Fetch location coords, that's not it. It's above here, fetch validator. And then if the URL, if that works without that. Yeah, why not? Let's test it. Let's say Berlin again. Yeah, it works. All right, in this case, we can skip that. I just copied that from the API, but let me see about it. Open weather map API. Now it was the 5 days, 3 hours forecast, and there the question mark is in. That's because I built that string manually, and I think now the request library takes that into account. So that's better. All right, then we can skip that. Yep. So that's a good change. I will just quickly add the suggestion to the batch. All right, next thing. Would you like to try the caching according to XDG together? Yeah, I think so. Would be fun. Add a single comment. But not in this pull request, I think. Now, after the step, simply unindent one level since the data is red and there is no need to stay 2 levels in. Would look nice in my opinion. After the step, simply unindent. Okay, so this is what we cannot resolve during our commit, right? But we can do that with the ones here. Let's drop the changes for now, because then we can do that in a later commit. So after which step? I have to look again. It's line 45. I need the file. Yeah. So I just need data, right? So I can unindent one line, I think. So this should work, because I will just read the data, and then I have the data. And let's make sure that I get this right. Unindent one level. Yeah, since the data is red and there is no need to stay 2 levels in. Yeah, that's right. So and also we don't need the file to be open. So the file is closed after we read in the data. So that makes sense. So actually there's not a accept suggestion here. So we have to do this on ourselves. Yes, good idea. Also, it's not needed that the file is open any longer than for the loading of the data. Crappy English, but yeah. Add a single comment. All right. How about making that magic number a variable with a name? The magic number. Which number? This one? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Would be more readable, right? And another thing I have to change here. So what did that stand for? Data is more than 1 day old. So seconds in 1 day equals this. And now I can just use it as a variable. All right, this is set. Then how about moving the request here so that it won't get executed all the time? It is a bit lonely up there. The request here. So 2 line 62. Let's see. 62 here. If I don't have the data, or actually I don't think that's possible, because I need the new data up here. I mean, I have to fetch it first, then I have the data, and then I can check if it's not, if it's new enough, right? So I don't think that's really an option here. But let me think about it again. How about moving the request here so that it won't get executed all the time? It is a bit lonely up there. Well, actually, no, I was wrong on that. So I don't need the request data because the response is needed here. Yeah, he's right on that. Right, all right. So the data I will get that is dependent on the file, not the response. So I can just include that here. Yeah. And now I have the request here. And then I have the data here. What is this actually? Okay, it's a bit strange that it is like. Okay. All right, so I have the response here. So it's not fetched above here. So that makes sense. Now, but now I screwed all the line numbers. Yeah, good idea. All right, so he liked that. Isn't that I can make the heart shape here like this? Oh man, really have to up my game in the commenting. See, I don't have to do this too often. I'll do it just like that. All right. Yeah, and the standard errors, so I printed everything, which is just comments to the user to the standard errors, like he suggested, and not just only error messages, as I was previously thinking about it. All right, then data equals JSON, what's here? Maybe find a way to load the data only once. You did it conditionally already. You could use a type optional dict. Basically set it none, and if it's none, then fetch it. Yeah, I think we have to discuss that. I'm not really sure about how to do it, because if I load the data into a dictionary, it's not persistent between two runs, right? Yeah. But what did he mean to load the data more than once? So I will load the data here. Ah, okay. See what he's getting. But I think that would be a bigger change. Let's discuss that. All right. Okay, great job. See, I mean, I'm happy when I get messages like this. If you're putting effort into a work and you're getting some good comments on that, that's so good for your heart and soul. So do that also when you're reviewing it. So I try to do that also if I review stuff. Yeah, because that encourages people. So yeah, it's a great thing, because I think generally we focus too much on the negative points, and if you did right, there's no comment at all, and that's not good. So I'm happy to see that. So great job. Space, please. Rest of space miss here. What did he mean? Let's see. This is how it should look like. What did you mean? It's grammar stuff. Maybe gaps the lat long. Oh, yeah. Coordinates of a city name. If the city cannot be found, for example, invalid user input, the user is asked to input it again. And then maybe do a empty line. Let's see, how did I do that there? Yeah. Empty line and then returns. Yeah, looks good. Looks good to me. Okay, that's resolved. I think, yeah, you can also resolve the conversation if you change that. So then this is done. Yeah, that's right. Add suggestion to the patch. Then this is resolved. So resolved means that you put in a solution for it so that it's resolved, right? So you don't have to worry about it any further. And that helps you if the commit is, or that the review is rather long. It helps you to just resolve the parts you did already to just keep an overlook. Yeah. Recursive Manu incoming, yeah. Yeah, I really got the hang of recursion, so that's a great thing to do. All right, what else do we have as comments here? That's a bit odd logic. You could just set it above and not set it in between as an environmental logic and environment variable. Yeah, yeah, I think that could be improved. Set it above and not set it in between as an environment variable. See that again. I think that was about also the recursive thing. The thing is, I have to ask that first, because if that is not in there, I will get a null here. I think I can also do that. To just check for that, this will get null, and if that is null, I can do stuff like that, right? Let's see again if I understand it correctly. That's a bit odd logic. You could just set it above and not set it in between as an environment variable. Let's see if that works. So if I do that here, will that work still? Because let's say it is already an variable. Then it will get loaded here. This will not get executed, and this could be executed because it's the wrong thing. You have to enter that again. But in this case, if I'm doing that like this, then setting this as an environment variable is not gonna make it, right? No, I'm not 100% sure. I could do stuff like API key equals, and then I have something like that, which comes here. And so I have the API key now in here, so this will also get checked here. And it's still not as a it's not as a environmental. Yeah, no, it's not an environment variable here. So there has to be something like this. Let's see. Let's do that again, like the one above. And this can be set differently, I think. The thing is with the return is a little bit odd. This is Yeah. This is the recursion, right? Oh, now I'm confused. I'm confused. Let's walk through there again. So it was down here. The thing is, what changes between here and here? So let's say I don't have it in here. I don't have it in the environment variable. So if that's not the case, I want to have it there. So that's all right. And then I could just simply flip that. Copy that and don't use an API key here. But now I sure know that this key exists. And if it's not of length 32, then there is something wrong. That makes sense, right? So I have nothing set in between. And I return another instance of this function. So this will just loop. And if it's looping, and if it's there, if it has length 32, then I can just get rid of the API variable. All right. Now I got rid of the API key variable. But is that better? I don't think so, because it makes the code less comprehensive, doesn't it? I think that's even a... Yeah, that logic I don't like that. So let's go back. Let's go back. I think I don't understand it correctly. You could just set it above and not set it in between as an environment variable. Will it stay the same? That's the thing what I'm concerned about. If it's not, you mean if I put that up here and it gets null back, the API key variable is not set anymore, right? So I would have to set it here and not here, here. Because then if it's not in here, I fetch that. If it's there, if it has length 32, it will just be, and that's not necessary, right? Yeah, I'm not sure about it. Else return API key. That would make sense, but this is then not necessary. Save the IP to the end file. So I think that could be done in here. Let's walk through that once more. So I get the API key from the environment variables. If it's not there, actually I don't need this really. I don't need this. But yeah, I need it for here. So this is a bit strange. So I get the API key. If it's not there, then this is null. I can do... Will this get an error if it's not there? And for that, I will have to comment out my environment, but got that fancy blur effect going, so I can change that without having a problem, hopefully. And make sure I close the editor. All right, back to normal. So if I'm not mistaken, this should still work. Because the API key... Oh, it has it. Why does it? have that. Yeah, exception key error. So actually it cannot load that here. Okay. So as it cannot load that here, I have to load that down below. Alright, you know what? I think we have another discussion on that one. I will just turn back to normal and set my environment variable good again, so that this is resolved. And now I should be able to run it again. Let's see. Don't want to commit faulty code. So Berlin. Right, that's working. Good. I think we have to. I'm not sure if I understand that correctly. Let's discuss it. All right. Same comment. Yeah, I like recursion. No, I put it. All right, Control and Enter does this as a review. So I think Codie now gets notified. Yeah, I think that's a good thing to do. To just set it in the end file automatically. So you just have to enter it once, right? Yeah. Requirements are... Now I cannot longer do this as a single comment. It's just a review comment. All right, then. All right, I think we are done. All right. I mean, not really done, but let's see the other files. Did we have comments on those? Nothing here. Requirement, the readme is also nothing here, so we're done. So let's finish up our review. Let's see what options we have. So we comment. We don't have really. We approve. Pull request offers can't approve their own pull requests. All right, yeah. Thank you for... I'm learning Dvorak right now, so my keyboard's speed is slow because I get confused all the time. Submit review, that should be good. And now, how do I do the commits? Because I now changed on the... I changed the files. So... Is it, yeah, is it now down here? Oh no, I think I just lost it, right? I think I just lost it. Because what I wanted to do is to just do this comments, this changes, suggestion to batch. This what I was missing, but I think that's easy done. I think we have all approved here. Now, is there another commit? I think there was 4. Okay, should be good. Now commit suggestion. Apply suggestions from code review. Yeah, I think that's okay. We just commit that like this. And now I have also on the Visual Studio side, I have commits made. So here it's important to commit that before pulling. So I will stage the changes I did. Then commit them. Implement comments from Codie. Now we could also include the pull request ID. pull request ID 1. Now I commit that. Now I don't sync the changes, but rather I will pull now. And now it should merge the two changes, I hope. There were some merge conflicts. Resolve them before commenting. Okay. Oh, wow. I think I just stood in another topic. So, yeah. This... No, I don't accept that. So this was the right one. And then... I think that's done, right? Is it? Now I feel totally lost. No, I don't want to merge that with merge conflicts. So we have... Well, what did we change? We changed more here. So, and the merge is now displayed here. So the request is below. Something we changed should be the values for the tuples. So this is also right. So is there still a merge conflict here? I don't think so, right? So we can accept merge. And now commit. And hopefully we did not break it. So here we can see again. All right, so it's the comment line. I think that's everything, right? Return none is moved away. We have the tuple thing here. And there should be another tuple here, but this isn't done here. So let's change that. I don't know why it's not there, but let's change it in this commit. So this one is another comma here. Save that. And now we should be able to commit that. Merge. Sync. And now it should be all clean again. And if that's not the case, we have a beautiful setup for next lesson or next code update. Well, I think that's all right. Let's test it real quick. Let's do another city. All right, that works. Great. All right, what's next? I think what's still on the table, and I will do that in the separate video because that one is already long enough, is the linting part. Let's have the linter have a look on the code and suggest what could be better. That means I will get punched in the face in the next video. But I'm looking forward to it, so yeah, bring it on. All right. I hope you find that valuable for you, interesting. If you have any comments, suggestions, or whatsoever, just write down in the comments or just meet us on Discord. We're frequently there. So, all the best, guys. Take care.